Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, I found a ton of tier lists for baseball positions. So this is the first baseman tier list 2022. And I also saw second base, shortstop, third base, catcher, left field, right field, center. You pick. There's good starting pitching. There's going to be a lot of videos on tier lists coming. So stay tuned, but we're going to get right into it. If I don't know all these guys, I'm sorry, but looking at it now, I'm pretty sure I know every single player on this list. Yeah. So yeah, let's get right into it. First, we're starting off with Christian Walker. Again, he strikes out a lot, but he's a slugger. He hits lots of homers, plays okay defense. Honestly, I think he's a little underrated. I'm going to put him in the good category. Christian Walker, I feel like, doesn't get enough love because he's got like 20 homers, but half the people probably don't even know who he is because he plays for Arizona. I bet if he played for a good team, he'd be a starting first baseman, no doubt in my mind. Matt Olson. Matt Olson's top of that good category. As an A's fan, I would love to put him in All-Star, but he wasn't an All-Star this year. The amount of doubles he hits is crazy. I think he still leads the league. I'm not sure. He hits homers. He's got a great swing, and he plays decent defense. So, yeah, that's Ryan Mountcastle. Ooh, this one's hard. Wow, there's a lot of good first basemen. I'm going to put Mountcastle in the average category. I think he's really good. He gets a lot of RBIs. He gets a lot of RBIs. Hits homers. I'm going to move him to good. I don't know about his defense. So next, Bobby Dowback. He had a good game, I think, last night. I'm going to put him in below average. His average isn't great. He doesn't play the amazing defense, and he's just kind of an average player. But he's young, so he's still got a lot of time yet. Frank Swindell is average. He's not really having a good season this year. But, I mean, I don't know really what to do here with Frank. So we have Joey Votto next. Joey Votto's just good. I mean, he's not doing much this year. I don't know if he's injured, but last year what he did was insane. And at the later stages of his career, he's playing really, really good. So I'll give him the good category. Josh Naylor is average. Josh Naylor is not bad. You know, he had that one game where he got like 8 RBIs or something. He hits a lot of home runs. Doesn't really play much defense. Great. I mean, that's a lot of first basemen don't play good defense. Like on here, I think the best first baseman on here with defense regarding maybe like Freddie Freeman, Goldschman, maybe like Lowe. But CJ Crone, he's going to go in the good category. Because he hits a lot of homers. Yes, he does play in cores. Not a great average, strikes out a lot, but that's every first baseman. Plays okay defense. Good enough. I think he goes in the good category. I think you need to show him some more love. A lot of people are too picky about, like, oh, if they play in a good hitter's park, then they're immediately good. I think he's just a good pure hitter. Jose Abreu is good. He's just an RBI machine. I'll probably put him right there. I mean, he's just an RBI machine. He hits homers. Not doing great this year, but in the past couple years, he's always been an MVP kind of candidate. So actually, I'll put him in good, top of good. Spencer Torkelson, that is so hard to say. Below average, he's young. He literally got sent down maybe about a week ago. I still think he's a great prospect, great hitter, but for now, he's just struggling at the big league level. But I know he'll be good in the future, so I'm going to put him at below average for now. Yuli Guriel is average. He won the batting title last year, I believe. And this year has just been pretty awful. Like, he's not awful, but he's gone from like a 319 batting average, something like that, to like, I think he's in the 250s in batting average. But anyways, Carlos Santana, obviously in this picture, he's a Kansas City Royal. but he's actually a Seattle Mariner now. And speaking of Seattle Mariners, they have Ty France and Santana at first. They just got Luis Castillo. That team's going to the playoffs with Julio Rodriguez. That team's so good. I did not like when Oakland plays them. They have a tough time against Kansas City or Seattle. As everyone's probably good. Seattle's going to be a threat in the playoffs, definitely. Santana, average. Again, bad defense. Kind of strikes out a lot. Hits for power. He's okay. I just can't put him in that good category because all those guys there are just a level better than him. Jared Walsh, I got to go below average. I know he was an all-star last year. No, I'll go average. He was an all-star last year. He took a huge drop this year, not playing that well. And here's our first all-star of the day, Freddie Freeman. Unbelievable stuff this guy does. Hitting well. His defense, as I said, he's probably the best defensive on this list besides Paul Goldschman, obviously. He wasn't an all-star, but he certainly is playing like one now. After the all-star break, he's starting to really play well. And again, he's with a new ball club, so it might take a little bit to get used to. Jesus Aguilar. I'm going to put him in average. I used to like Jesus Aguilar a lot, and I still do, but he's just not as good anymore. He used to hit a lot of homers. Now he just doesn't hit as many. Rowdy Tellez is also going in that average category near the end, right in front of Walsh. He drives in good RBIs, doesn't hit very good average at all, but he's actually an RBI machine, to be honest. So, Miguel Sano, I'm going to put in the below average. I know, but he's off to a bad start this year. He's striking out way too much. I just saw the Padres game last night, not in real life, just on YouTube. He struck out 3 times in that game. I think he only batted 3 times. That's not good. And I haven't really heard much about him. Last year, if this was a tier list, last year I'd probably put him in good because he hit those 2, just very long home runs. Pete Alonso, all-star. There's no question about it. Honestly, you can make an argument Pete Alonso belongs in that superstar category. And I put Anthony Rizzo in the good category. Again, doesn't hit high average. He's got an awesome swing. I love Anthony Rizzo's swing. Hits a lot of homers. And again, you say, he plays in Yankee Stadium, short park. But he would do fine in any other park because he played in Wrigley Field. And that's a tough park to hit. And he played well there. So, moving on, this is not athletics bias, but I'm going to put Seth Brown in average. Seth Brown he just had 2 homers last night. He has 14 on the season, which is solid. His average is in the low 200s, but he's got 14 homers. To be honest, could be top 5 on this list in first base defense. He doesn't play awful defense at all compared to a lot of these guys. So I'll put Seth Brown on average. I'm not going to, put him above average, but I think no way he belongs in below average. None of these guys are trash, but there's one on there that I see that could be in that below average category still left. Okay, Rhys Hoskins is good. He doesn't play great defensively, but he does hit a lot of homers. So Michael Chavis, this was who I was talking about, below average. Actually plays okay defense. He's not really a first baseman. He's more like a second baseman, shortstop kind of. But he plays first for the Pirates, and I don't know. He doesn't really hit very well, and that's what you need your first baseman to do because they don't really play good defense. So Chavis is probably below average. Maybe you can make an argument for trash, but I don't want to put anyone in trash because none of these players are trash. They're at the MLB level for a reason. They know how to hit and field. But Eric Hosmer is going to go in the average category. Eric Hosmer had a crazy start to the 2022 MLB season, but I think he got overhyped maybe a little. He's still got a great swing, and he can hit for a lot of power, but he's really fallen off. At the beginning of the year, batting like 350 through a decent sample size of games, but now he's struggling a little more. Still playing well, though. I think he had a homer last night. Could be wrong. Moving on, Ty France. Ty France is an all-star category. Did he make the all? I think he was reserved for the all-star team. Yeah. I mean, he's just so good. He's one of the guys on here, one of the only guys. I think this makes him valuable that hits for a good average. If I could find anyone in the next, like, if I had to pick anyone else that hits for high average on this list, I would probably go, like, someone like a Ryan Mountcastle, maybe? I mean, or Paul Goldschmidt, obviously. Paul Goldschmidt. But let's get to Brandon Belt. He's average. He's getting hurt a lot. Not as good as he used to be, but still solid, I guess. Plays decent defense. Paul Goldschmidt is superstar. To be honest, he should win the NL MVP as of right now. He is batting like .330. He's got over 20 homers. He made the All-Star team. He hit a home run in the All-Star game. There's no other reason. I mean, you could put him in All-Star if you want and move, like, Pete Alonso to Superstar. But I'm going to put him there for now. G-Man Choi, his average is okay. I just don't know. Average, probably, for G-Man Choi. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I don't really pay attention to the Rays as much. I feel like that's a team I don't pay attention to much. Nate Lowe. Again, he plays decent defense, as I said. Had a really high average at the beginning of the year. Yeah. Guys, so, my video got interrupted, but we were going to finish this off, and I'm just going to add this to the other video. So Nate Lowe, I will give him, the average category, but near the top, because he's played well this year. And then these last two are very good. Vladdy is obviously all-star. You can make an argument for superstar. He's not playing as well this year. He's still playing really well. Last year was incredible what he did. And then Josh Bell, I'm going to put in the top of the good category. And he might get traded at the deadline. So let me know what you guys think. That is my first baseman's tier list for 2022 MLB season, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.